It's Liv. I was just calling you this morning to encourage you and wish you a beautiful day. I just wanted to thank you for being such a good friend and just for being such a light in the artist community.
Okay, so it's your little brother Chris. No problem. Just stay right with you. You doing this music thing for a minute. I'm proud of you. You stayed at it. Once you grab this way. Love you, sis.
Open my eyes, sunshine again. I'm making my way, it's time to win. I'm reaching my goals, I have vision. I feel it in my soul, the source of bliss. I love me, I love me, I love me, don't you love me too? I love me, I love me, don't you love me too? Miracles happen at the speed of light. I vibrate good things in my life. There's no such thing as time when you're living your life right. I love me, I love me, don't you love me too? I love me, I love me, don't you love me too? When the light shines low, no friends around, nowhere to go. Look inside your soul and embrace your glow.
What's up, Shy Friends in Shy Land? It is the Frankie and
Nycee. Let me
radio
turn it up.
show.
Let me turn myself up.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. With special guest, his cool hat, cool glasses,
Hi y'all.
cool accessories.
How y'all doing?
Give it up for my friend, our friend.
What's
Our
up?
friend to the show.
What's
That's
up,
right.
y'all?
Mr. Jason Grant.
Woo!
Did he just
I
do
got-
the
I got
two
my- I got my little
the
new-
two fingers, the
Yeah,
LL
that's
Cool
from
J
the
thing?
that's from the
Cool J.
90s though, right? Like one love.
Oh my God.
So we doing it.
Pause.
See,
Pause.
one love.
One love. One love.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks for tuning in. Coming in.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Frankie and
Yes.
Nycee radio show. So listen, we're just going to get right into hot topics because we love to have Jason on. Jason brings a certain type of energy that we must keep up with.
I try.
We missed you.
I missed y'all too.
Where you been?
I supposed to have been on the show before the last show,
Right.
before 2 shows ago.
But you're popular.
That's too many shows.
And what had happened was I had a very bad hangnail.
Oh, hangnail,
And it
huh?
stopped me from coming.
Yeah.
It stopped me from
Little
driving.
painful.
Hangnails ain't no joke.
How much of a medical leave did you have to take for that?
Man, I had, it was quite a while.
Yeah.
I
Couldn't
almost
play the drums, huh?
No, I still work.
Oh, okay.
See, you sound like that dude that
still
calls
work.
into the office.
I still work.
I ain't got no job, but why you got on that Pepsi Cola uniform?
I took one of my daughter's frozen Band-Aids.
Oh no, not
good.
Frozen. Did you
Yeah,
wear
Frozen.
Elsa? Did you wear Elsa on your middle finger?
So, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Jason. Right. So you've been gone. So where have you been since you haven't been on the Frankie and Nycee radio show?
Ooh.
Right. Yeah. Give us a little background. Don't you? Of course, you are a professional drummer,
I
but you were on like one of your main gigs, right?
My bank account don't tell me I'm a professional drummer.
They tell you a drummer. You a bucket boy.
I just get drum. I don't even get the myrrh. I just get drum.
You the bucket boy on the corner. Hey.
Right.
It's drum.
just like that. I'm trying to tell you. You know what? Actually, I thought about doing that one time.
You should. Y'all should
I
just
think that'd
do
be
that.
really
Just-
fun.
I swear to Jesus, I will come
We
and
should
watch
do
that.
we should do a
I
live
promise.
open mic on the street one day.
You know what, Nikki?
What?
Didn't you do
That-
something like that? Like a karaoke on the corner for...
shout out to Rashada Dewan. She actually did a live karaoke on the corners of the street, and it was just her by herself doing it with her kids. She would have her friends come out,
Really?
and I came because she was like right down the street from me. I was like, let me go and see what's going on.
I think I picked
So
her
I think
up
we
for the
should
radio
just-
show from the corner.
She did actually. It was one Tuesday night when we had a show. She actually came and picked me up for doing karaoke for
That's real
peace.
dope.
That's
Yes.
what it was
That's
called.
See, you're
So
not
I
too
think
far.
we should do
I know,
drumming
right?
for peace or open mic for peace.
Yeah, we should do like a
that would
live
be dope.
open mic
Crazy.
band sound system the whole night.
We should do that.
on
the
the
street.
some of the, and she did it in some of the worst neighborhoods.
That'd be sweet.
I'm not bringing no instruments out there with y'all.
See, we don't need that type of
See?
attitude.
They go that bougie
Bring
black
your
person
buckets.
right there.
We don't need that type
Jason,
of
bring your giant Swaparama
I'm gonna
dish
bring my
detergent bucket,
as my
the one you
boss.
get for $25.
As my boss Nicole Leon says, she says she found me in the airport beating on oatmeal boxes.
That's petty. And he
Nick
felt bad for
Coleon.
you.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
who
he
you've
gave
been
me a
working
job.
with, Nick Coleon.
Nick Coleon. Shout out to Nick.
Coleon, that's my dude.
And my homie and my keyboardist, Evil Knight. plays
Evo.
for Nick.
Yes. For those, just getting a little, cause I'm nosy. So just getting a little background on Nick Coleon. Who is he? What does he do?
Nick Coleon is one of the world's greatest smooth jazz guitar players, and he's like, and they call him the sharp dressed man. So like, you know, like the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, is it the Cat in the Hat that wore all the suits and stuff?
You talking about the zoot suits and all
Yes,
that? Okay,
that's
I
Nick
know
all day
one of
long.
those. Oh Lord, have mercy.
The Mask.
Yeah.
I think
Something like
Evil
that.
took a dookie
I'm
stick
trying
with
to
him
tell
on the
you.
road one time.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the show,
You know what a
all he
dookie
gets
stick
sponsored.
is? That's a guitar.
Yeah.
Oh.
George Duke invented it, so they
They
call
call
it
it
the
dookie
dookie
stick.
stick.
I'm telling you, at
Yes.
the end of every show, it's like a 20-minute party. Like everybody be up.
Dancing.
Oh man, Evil has his guitar. My boy Colin has his guitar, and we going to like this whole James Brown funk thing. It's just off the chain.
I would love to
Sweet.
see Evil.
Oh, Evil is
Dance.
hilarious with it.
With
Shout
a
out
guitar.
to Evil,
Evil.
Evil. Oh,
Evil
man.
Slidell. That's what I call him.
Evil
Chicago.
Slidell. Yes.
Morris is Morris Aloysius. So anytime you want to see them,
Morris
just say
Aloysius.
an Evil Slidell.
And I call Colin Collard Green.
Ooh,
Because
that's
he's a
petty.
white boy.
Yes.
That dude is
That's so petty.
blacker than ever when he come on that keys. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, Chicago is filled with so
many
many
This is
wonderful
true.
musicians,
Especially like
and we're
you
like
two
a
ladies
family.
next
That's
to
why
me.
you just call out all these names.
Y'all are the
Amazing.
best.
Thank
I love you, man.
A team.
I love you.
I like to think that my ear is like a musician, even though I can't play, but I can hear everything
But
that you
you,
guys
but you're
are
a
doing.
singer.
Right.
So you're an instrumentalist.
Okay. We can go with
She
that.
wiped her hair. She took
She
that.
did. She like yes. I
We can go
know.
with that.
I am that. I am that I am.
Strong J.
Strong J.
Strong J.
Oh my God. Okay, so listen, we're gonna hit some of these hot topics. Let's start out with the Oscars. Anybody see the Oscars?
I missed the Oscars. I was at Relax Lounge.
I saw the after party of that, the Relax Lounge moment. I was
She
like,
did.
Jason, you there?
Yep.
Shout out to Vinny Roof
Vinny, happy birthday, brother.
at SLR Lounge for his birthday on Sunday. We were there celebrating
off
with
the
Vinny in at Masters of
What up,
Abstract.
Tanisha? What up,
Self
Loretta?
Black, Vinny.
Tanisha says
Rick.
hello, everybody.
Hey, Tanisha.
Hey, Tanisha.
HG Soul hosting.
Yeah,
Jocelyn Winston.
it was off the chain.
It was off the chain.
Yes.
I left though.
So
I was tired.
I saw the Oscars. Well, what I saw from the Oscars, you know, I'm very busy.
You are very
She's
busy.
booked.
She's super busy.
So
Booked.
when I have time to sit down, I think I fall asleep. It's just like it doesn't really give me any time to do anything. It's just,
I did hear that Justin Timberlake opened up and killed.
Oh, he was amazing. I'm a Justin Timberlake fan, so I'm gonna say amazing. But he did a really great job opening up. It was a cute opener. Jimmy Kimmel was the host for the night.
Yeah, I knew that.
And
Was he good?
I thought he was funny.
Hey,
I
Jimmy
watched his
Kimmel is
show.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't really watch his show. I'm more of a Jimmy Fallon.
Him and
girl.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Fallon
I
are
watched both of their
hilarious.
Yeah.
shows.
I actually sat in the audience at Jimmy Kimmel show when I went to LA a few years ago.
Really?
Oh man, it was off the
Experience.
chain. It was real cool. I had a lot of fun. Okay, this is lightning though.
I know it's real, but you know what? We
Yeah.
still here, so
Yep.
we still
Right. It was a stormy
here.
night.
She not. Oh,
You know, the kind where the lightning strikes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, Nycee, did you just bring the lightning?
Boy.
I think so.
Oh, no.
You know, that's kind of how Beyonce turned the lights out at the Super Bowl.
Uh-oh.
Beehive.
Okay, so listen, let's go back to the Oscars. We've totally ADD'd this situation here.
We did.
Okay, so Viola Davis won Best Supporting Actress for Fences. Congratulations.
Good job, Viola.
She looked stunning in her red dress with that pretty chocolate skin under it. That was so beautiful. Also, we had the first Muslim to win an Academy Award.
Yes.
Mahershala Ali, the star of
Moonlight.
Oh, I didn't see Moonlight yet.
I haven't seen it either, but I do want to see it. I heard it's a great piece of work. You didn't like it though.
It's not that I didn't like it. First off, it was the ending really made me mad. But I think the tension in the movie and I guess how real it feels is probably why the movie won Best Picture. But I think it left me hanging too much, even though I kind of know how the story would end. Because like when I say real, it reminds me of real life of some people I've seen struggle with homosexuality as far as being like a tough guy, because it's kind of what the movie is about.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that until they actually see the movie. But and not only is it about homosexuality, it's about just self-love and relationship between son and mother, only child, no father around, and Mahershala, I think that's his name, Mahershala Ali. He was a mentor to him, even though he wasn't like the best as career-wise as far as him being a drug dealer. But those just some drug dealers, they don't drink or smoke.
Yeah, most of them are pretty smart too.
They just
right.
Shout out to my whole side of the family. What?
I gave that part of my life up.
But that's why I would say I didn't like the movie. I from watching La La Land and Fences, I maybe thought that one of those should have won. But
La La Land won for like 3 minutes and like 3 speeches.
No, that was like 30 seconds.
Yes. Can we talk about that?
That is crazy. Okay, so for those of you that did not watch the Oscars, what happened was, as usual, they present the Oscar for Best Film for the year at the very end.
They had Dick Tracy do it.
Yeah, Warren Beatty. Yeah. He looked really old. It wasn't me. I guess because I watched Dick Tracy recently, and I was like, "Dog, it's been that long."
Dick Tracy came out in the 90s. Was that the 90s?
It was the 90s. Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
So Warren Beatty, like what?
Bulletproof. Bullsworth.
Yeah. Bullsworth. I forgot about that.
Bullsworth.
So he presents the award, and it happened. The announcement happened to be in the wrong envelope, and he assumed that the envelope matched the winner's name, and he wound up announcing La La Land.
He was just trying to keep it going.
But I thought she did though. I thought the lady.
Well, they were together.
Oh, right. Okay.
So what happens is you see this slew of producers running out in like a havoc, and they come out and switch the thing after 3 speeches have been given from the team La La Land.
The dude was mad though.
Who?
The dude that was like, "We didn't win. Did you see
him?
He's like, "We didn't win." He's like, "Moonlight won. Come on up. Come on."
It was so weird to hear the crowd go, "Wow!"
Yeah,
like all the black people shouted at once.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was
hallelujah. They all went in together. So that was.
It was
crazy.
like nobody likes to be snubbed. Even it seemed like both of them were La La Land and Moonlight, because it seems like, okay, we won, but we don't get to take home the prize.
Right.
And then we actually won, but we didn't get the glory of first coming up there.
Right, and giving the speeches and everything. So.
But the Bible says.
Oh, here we go.
What is
the first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
I knew you was going there. That was deep. Did that take a lot out of your shondo? It took a lot.
Say what?
Permeating in your ball spot.
Mimosa.
So, speaking of insanity, so we got this mixtape that came out.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
Remy Ma, y'all. Remy Ma. Well, we talked about this, Jason.
Yeah.
Have you heard it? You haven't heard it yet, Nycee, have you?
I have. Yes.
You did. What did you think about it?
I kind of thought that she tore a hole into Nicki Minaj.
I did too.
She did, but I just didn't appreciate her lack of being on top of the beat.
She wasn't in the pocket.
That kind of aggravated me.
Why is that funny to me? I think because you're a drummer.
Yeah, I was like, you like two behind the one. Like, what's going on? Like, where did they do that at?
That's that New York stuff, man.
I don't like it.
If you really think, if you listen to Nas on Ether, he ain't in the pocket either.
But that's Nas.
Oh, so Nas can do it, but she can't.
Right.
That's
I mean, Remy was cool.
Now that ain't right.
That ain't
No,
right.
She a woman.
No, I like Remy.
Please don't say that. Shout out to Earl.
I like Remy.
Please don't say.
But when was the last time she had something out?
Remy
just all the way up.
Oh, I don't listen to.
And then
trap
she
music.
was locked up.
That's why.
For 7 years.
See? And Nicki Minaj just has a perfect body.
All the
that
way
she paid for.
That she paid for, exactly.
But okay, I want to talk about the whole Trey Songz thing and how like he was brought up in it, and then he came out and was like, so they both my friends, and I did not sleep with that woman.
Mm-hmm, right.
What y'all think about that?
In her lyrics, she's talking about how many people she slept with to get to the top, pretty much.
And Trey Songz was one of them.
Yeah.
Do you remember? No.
Remember the song they had together, her and
I know. I was trying to remember.
I was asking, does he remember if he slept with her or not?
Oh.
In my mind. No.
You'll always be my thought. So do you think Nicki Minaj gonna come back with a banger? Yay or nay?
I don't know. You see,
she's gonna try real hard, I would say. I mean, because I wouldn't say I'm like her fan, but I listen to Nicki Minaj. I think that her rap game is pretty tight. Like just as far as her going with the music and like making the song a likable song. I mean, that's what I like her
for.
But
I think that and me and Frankie was talking about this earlier. I think what's happening is that Nicki is like into too Hollywood now.
I can see that.
So it's like it's kind of hard for her to really go back to that style that when she first came out and go hard on people, because then she may lose some of her fan base.
She lost her hardness though at that first album. That first album was a pop hip hop album.
That's what I'm saying.
It was the wackest. Like I was heartbroken.
Now it's like it's all like B96 stuff now.
Right. It's all day.
So that's
B96.
Thing.
I think it was from the beginning that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So and plus she has an image that's going on, so she has to portray this overly sized, thick Barbie doll.
Sexualized.
Yeah. So she can't go hood, you know what I'm saying? Just like
Lil' Kim used to go hood before she turned into Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but now look what she's doing. She's on Dancing with the Stars. Really?
Is she on Dancing with the Stars?
Yes.
Get out of Dodge.
So that's where your career went to now.
Oh my
Dancing
God.
with the Stars.
Well, they said we couldn't get Hillary or Michelle. Let's call Kim.
That's so funny.
But shout out to Cardi B, who's on tour with Lil' Kim, and I like Cardi B. I don't know y'all know who Cardi B is.
I don't.
Cardi B is the
shout out Cardi B.
The MC on she's from
Love and Hip Hop.
But she actually can rap like for real. Like
it's a lot of good rappers out here. I gave it up about 4 years ago.
Oh God. What was your rap name? I just want to know what you're gonna come up with.
My rap, man, y'all didn't ready for my rap name.
What was it?
That's what y'all ready for. Y'all ain't ready for my rap name. That was my name.
Oh, you petty.
Some of it's still lingering on with the diamonds in your ears,
Right, you got
you got to have your diamonds dripping the diamonds as a rapper.
I was cruising down the street in my PT Cruiser. What?
But yeah, I would like to see how this
lyrics, son.
I would like to see how the story unfolds as far as what Nicki is going to come out with, because
Nicki gonna keep going to the bank cashing them checks.
That too, but her team can't let her go out like that, or for her not to respond. I think that's even a bigger diss to me.
No, according to Remy Ma, she got to go through 5 different people before she get her check. See, I ain't catch that line.
I caught that line.
But what's the backstory though on why she just?
It's some sort of beef. Like I think they have mutual. I don't want to say friends, but acquaintances or whatever. And I guess Nicki had lied about some stuff, and she started a bunch of stuff between these friends because Papoose is even involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Nicki said too much, and so Remy was like, "Okay, you whack anyway, so let me just shut you down." But plus, Remy's on a roll; like she got 2 hit songs right now.
Yeah, but what her bank account look like?
I think she decent because she independent. Well, she's not independent. She signed to Fat Joe's label, but Fat Joe is. I don't know if you watched Ensemble, but he's pretty good with his dollars.
I mean, I can believe that.
But see, and then this track can also be just, I mean, because Remy, like, we know who she is, but just to get her more, I guess, exposure over everyone else, like, she got to come for the top queen.
Right.
And right
so
now,
yeah,
it is Nikki.
Yeah. In other words, in other words, you got to tear somebody down to bring yourself up. What?
Right. Like 50 Cent did it with Ja Rule.
But then again, that's hip hop. That's like,
When's the last time?
Bridge
well, that's
over.
rap. I don't know about hip hop.
When's the last time it was a real, for real, true beef in rap?
I mean, that's what we talked about that earlier. What was that?
Like what, Biggie and Pac and all them?
Nah, I think it was Post Up, 50 Cent, Ja Rule. That was a big one.
Yeah, but then that's when you really understood what rap was. Nowadays, I can't.
Drake and Memphis Bleak.
Well, that's
right.
Okay.
Then we got Nas and Jay-Z, of course. That was one thing. Common and Ice Cube.
Common did have a beef.
Yeah, but that was Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's been, beefs. I kind of like the beef because it makes you have to be creative. At the end of the day, it's a lack of creativity on the radio wave. So if it causes me to have to hear a 7-minute song about how much Nicki has put out,
but are they gonna play her song on the radio?
No, it's not going to be played,
exactly.
but it doesn't have to be the radio.
Remy is on the radio.
No, I'm talking about her disc.
What the
disc?
Okay, well, Power 92.
All 7
minutes.
It's a lot of.
It was more than likely bleeped
out. It was Jerry Springered out.
Like
it was Jerry.
I mean, but you can only
like you can't even enjoy the song.
But it's like you can only play so much. I mean, well, not play so much, but as far as them putting that record on the radio, because everybody wants to hear it, and that's the big thing right now. So I do think it is a publicity stunt. Like
I do too. You
know how it always goes. Really.
It's better than the Soulja Boy and Chris Brown publicity stuff.
It's all a distraction.
Please.
I know we were off around that
mad.
time.
I was salty that they canceled this fight. Y'all did this to me on purpose.
I don't remember that.
708-223-8953. Call in and tell us what jive information you have per
What up,
Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj.
What up, Deborah?
We would love to hear what you got to say. We have some people on the shout them out, Jason.
All right, let's see here. We got Loretta England in the house. We got my homegirl Nisha Wilson.
What's up, Nisha?
What's going on? We got my homegirl Jatan Michelle.
Hey, Jatan.
Hey, guys.
We got Jennifer Elliott. We got Nene Stubbs. We got Martha Quinn. We got my homegirl Debbie from Lansing, Michigan.
All right. Shout out to
Patrice. And my homegirl Tawana from the West Side. Throw it the W. What? Ooh. Okay. Going down.
Speaking of going down and getting out.
Wait a minute.
I just changed the segue. Don't pause right there because I knew you was gonna do that.
Wait a minute.
So there's this movie out, right, y'all? It's called Get Out. Y'all heard about that?
That movie was off the chain.
I saw the movie, so of course I heard about it.
Okay, tell us what you thought, or give us the premise of the movie.
Okay, so the premise of the movie is pretty much black guy meets white girl. She takes him home for the weekend, doesn't know that it's like a party going on. I don't want to really give out too much, but it's just some interesting, strange things that happen once he pulls up. Just noticing that there are a couple of black people who are servants at the house, as well as the girl's mother doing hypnosis. So, with those little gems I put down right there, you can kind of see that it's going to go crazy.
It's a weird story.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele of Key and Peele is the director and producer of this film. Mm-hmm. And it was #1 in theaters this weekend, grossing $30.5 million. Only took $4 million to make. Can you say profit up here?
You know what? I didn't know it took only $4 million to make.
Only $4 million.
Now that explains some of the.
Was it some cheap stuff happening?
No, it wasn't cheap stuff. It just wasn't like a lot of different scenes.
Like they reduced the set.
Yeah. It was just at one house. It was just at a house.
It was at the house in like a so-called airport.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Airport, apartment,
and the
road.
And Jordan probably called all his friends to use that space. Hey, cuz, can we use your
police station?
And the police station.
Because Erica Alexander is in it.
Is she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That's Pam from. No. I'm sorry.
That's Pam from the Cosby Show.
Pam from the Cosby Show, right? Max for living.
Who was also a political enthusiast. I just found that out recently.
Nice.
So
I love her.
Get Out. It was the it was 60% more than the highest grossing movie for the weekend. It beat out the Lego Batman movie, which I saw.
It beat out the Kitties.
I saw it. It was
And
it was
the Lego
hilarious.
Batman movie good?
Yes, it beat out Lego Batman movie by 60%.
I want to go see it.
It's really good. You should go see it.
So you should really go see Get Out though.
I am. I'm going because I really feel
really good.
okay. There was one person. Okay, I'm about to ask y'all a real dumb question on
Sure.
Intellectual Radio.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's a preview on the movie. It was a trailer, right? And it looks like Dave Chappelle is in it. I swear I thought that was Dave Chappelle.
That's not Dave Chappelle. That is, I'm going to give you his name really quickly.
Because it looked like him. Like it was a scene where he was bald, kind of like him a little bit.
Oh, I know you're talking about the black guy.
Yeah. So
Marcus, no, that's not him.
Jordan Peele, while Nycee's looking up the name, Jordan Peele didn't think that this would be a success, nor did he think that it would make it to the big screen because he knew that the content of the movie was a bit controversial, as well as the fact that this is a combination attempt of having a horror and a comedy
at the same time. His name was Lakeith Stanfield.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm like, dude, he like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he played Snoop in that movie. Stay out of Compton.
Yeah. Okay.
That was him. That was Snoop Dogg.
See, bro, how you doing, bro? All right.
Boom.
And he also played the friend from Atlanta. I can't think of his character's name right now, but he was Paper Boy's. My goodness, he was Paper Boy's friend, and
the one that was like really quiet, the profound one,
yeah.
The one that always was like really quiet and high.
Yeah, so this is a really good year for him. Shout out to Lakeith Stanfield.
That's what's up. That is what's up.
Will watch us someday.
And that makes sense because he's in the comedy realm already. Okay, so check it. In Chicago, we represented the movie Get Out through our great Grammy Award-winning independent artist, Mr. Chance the Rapper.
So, homie.
So he bought out the whole theater on 87th Street and just told people to just come watch the movie Get Out, which I thought was so dope.
Past just see what the line was going to be.
I actually went. At that night, I had a dinner I went to, and then I actually went to the theater. The last show was at 11:15. I got there at 10. It was sold out. All of the shows were sold out for the day.
But shout out to Chance for doing that.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
And independent supporting another independent. That's really dope. That's really dope.
And then it seems like he was also supporting Chicago because Lil Rel,
right,
a Chicago comedian who's been on the grind forever. He was in the movie and he did phenomenal. He was funny. Hilarious. He kept the story going.
He had me cracking up.
And he was kind of like you know how like we go to the movies and be like, girl, you better run it back there.
Yeah, that's how he was.
Do this. You better do that.
Like fooking up out that house.
Right. He was kind of our conscience.
Hey, but the last one,
because we didn't even have to say it in the theater. We were just watching like, that's right. You his friend.
With the TSA line at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I died.
I'm telling you,
I really want to see this.
I didn't know TSA had the same training as detectives.
right. He sure said it too. He
said, you know, we kind of had like the same training. You know, you have to see.
Did y'all see the movie?
Get Out was really good.
Yes, please. If you called and if you saw
What's
the movie,
up,
call
Leslie?
in 708-223-8953. Tell us what you thought about the movie.
Yes, get off live and call us.
822.
Nydia, what up? What up, Jackie?
We're gonna see it one more time. Give us a call. 708-223-8953. Intellectualradio.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's continue on. I wanted to talk about the subject matter of Get Out. You know, Get Out is about interracial dating, and Jordan Peele is a biracial man who married a white woman. So a lot of people have accepted the fact that he qualifies to create such a film because he has had experience all the way around in this arena.
Kind of almost looked like it was true.
It may have been true. I mean, and in some parts, I've never dated outside of my race.
I did.
Me either.
How did? Okay, so Jason, you're the onlyest one. Tell us your experience about dating outside of your race. What was a pro to it, and what was a con? Give us pros.
You know, it was all pros because at the end of the day, no matter what color you are, women are women.
We all act the same, right?
You know, and same thing with men. You know, y'all date a man that may be white, black, whatever. It's at the end of the day, he's still a man.
Okay, so the question of the day is: can you date someone outside of the race and think you can be fully culturally accepted by their friends and family? That's the question of the day.
Yeah, I believe so.
Do you think so?
And be still culturally appropriate or accepted
by their family and friends? Like, can you date someone outside of the race?
We got a phone call.
We do? All right, let's see.
Honestly, and I'm gonna answer my question. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We'll talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Let's go to commercial break.
Thank you for calling the Frankie and Nycee radio show on intellectualradio.com. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
They got scared.
Thanks for calling, homie.
Don't be a punk.
It's because we said no.
Man,
y'all call in though.
I'm sorry.
What's up, Big Dog? Hey, my dude Chris Big Dog Davis is one of the baddest producers in the land.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hey, I'm talking about he got it like Nick Corleone has 3 number ones on his record. And Big Dog did one of them. He produced a track for Marquel Jordan.
Oh, shout out to Marquel.
He works with Mesa a lot.
Oh, wow.
Chris Gerald Albright. I mean,
these are real names, like for real.
Chris Big Dog Davis.
What's up, Big Dog?
Is the dude. And he's like swole. He like this. And he say it's all love, man. It's all love.
No, you gotta say that when you that big.
No, for real. That's my dude.
You gotta calm the fear down. So can we date? So you said you can't date outside of your race and think that anybody can, that the family and friends will be fully accepting.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I disagree because I was actually in it twice.
Okay.
And it worked out, you know. They're like my white mom and dad, you know, on both, you know, from both people that I dated that was, you know, Caucasian. Well, one was mixed, but the other one was like straight Caucasian, and it was great. You know, it was a lot of fun.
I mean, you never felt like there was like any type of stereotype, because I could think of one good one, and I'm not gonna say it.
It's always that one, but you know, when you have that one out of 500, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
It mattered to me. I don't want you looking at me crazy because I don't look like you. And I don't have to explain why my hair is locked. And I don't want to have to explain
because you're just violent. That's why.
I am violent. Thank you for noticing. You're my friend. You is my friend. You know me so well. I just don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to put my business out there. My grandmother and my grandfather now, they're an interracial couple. Miles's godparents are interracial couples.
Okay.
It's all in our family. My mother-in-law has married a man outside of her race. Okay. So I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I don't tolerate it. I love all of them. You know, it's bigger than tolerance for me. But there are points where they don't understand me. There are points where it's been, you know, things said. And in particular, one person is a Trump supporter. And we've had discussions and arguments and fights about it. And, you know, it's certain things that I just don't think that he'll ever understand, no matter how long he's been married to this person that is of the same race as I. I just think that there's always going to be a difference because you don't experience the same things I experience. You don't deal with the same type of discriminatory acts that I do. You can walk down the street and nobody may not say anything to you, but as soon as I walk down the street, somebody might think I'm trying to rob them, steal their purse or whatever. Those feelings you can't describe to people. They just have to go through them. And I think that's where,
you know, exactly that. I think that's where I would say no. Even with, I have a friend who's actually biracial, and sometimes she feels that her mother doesn't understand her struggle.
Really?
Yes. So, like, I would say if you are open to what Black people go through in America, as far as, you know, what we have been going through, and if you're open to that, and if I want to open and say a discussion about it, I think that as who I'm with, they should understand that this is something that needs to be talked about.
Right.
And, you know, she was saying that her mom was like, oh, you're just saying that, like, this is, you know, everything is not really what you think. Her mother is a Trump supporter as well. And, you know, it just makes her feel some type of way because she's like, okay, you know, even though I am half white, I'm also Black, and people identify me in this world as Black. She's light skinned, she's beautiful, you know, could almost pass for white, but she's still Black, and she struggles just like we do as far as, you know, and some things that she feels like she wants.
Because they don't try to guess what the color is. They just see color.
Right. And for it to be her mother, for me to grow up and you still in your house, in your home, and you still feel that some things that I say aren't really believable, or you just can't wrap your mind around it.
So is it that it's not necessarily that she's racist, but she's in denial?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I know a couple that you know, Black guy married, you know, a white woman, and her father was kind of racist, and now they just like, this is my son, like for real, So when you have true love, I feel like when you have true love there,
Yeah.
and some other my friends online say, when you have true love, it's colorblind. You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth, because again, my former church has a lot of interracial couples there, and it works out so perfectly, and I've seen it all. Like some of my closest peers are, married to white women or vice versa, married to, a white man, and they kids are just beautiful. And we have Caucasians that's married to black people. We have Puerto Ricans that's married to black people. And it works out perfectly.
But
It's
the
just a
issue
really
is
good
not necessarily
situation.
the interaction between the lovers. The issue is the outside of the world.
And that's not, well, the outside world is always gonna have something to say. That's just, you can walk down the street and see and sneeze funny, and if somebody got their camera with them, it's all on Facebook and you getting talked about.
Tis
When you
true.
sneeze.
I'm gonna put my own personal business out there. Okay, Damien, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
So my son came to me. I think I told Nycee this. My son's 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My son was having a man-to-man talk with his dad, and he said, "Daddy, you know what I want for my birthday? I want a white girl."
Uh-oh.
He's 8 years old. And look, again, I'm not against interracial relationships. If I was, then I wouldn't have picked the godparents that my son has. But there was something in me that wanted to know why.
You wanted that?
Why you want the white girl? And then you said, because I like white girls. Because I like them.
So
and
how
I'm
do
like,
what? Like, was he watching a movie, or does he go to school with him? Or
well, he goes to school in the south suburbs. So it's certain things that I expect him to experience or to be curious about, because I'm putting him in a culturally diverse area, right?
Right.
So I expect that. I respect that, and it's important that he has a certain exposure, because I was exposed that way, and it's a difference when you're exposed around different cultures versus your own. You have different perspectives. So my thing was not necessarily that he asked for a white girl, but it was like, what took you to that point? That's what scares me. Is I don't want a point of superiority in his mind that I'm not good enough. Like Nycee ain't good enough. Some of my girlfriends is on this feed ain't good enough. So I guess my thing is the security thing. I want to be in a situation where I'm secure, not only just in myself, but in my surroundings and my environment. And if I'm dating somebody outside of my race and I walk into the house like the Get Out situation, where the daddy walking in like, yo, homie, what it do, boo? Just to talk to me like that, because they feel that my vernacular is only that way, then I have a problem with that, because I'm thinking I got to raise a kid in this situation. If I'm serious with this person, right, they're going to be around these people and they're going to feel that this is who this black kid is supposed to be like.
Right.
You bring that on my children. So I'm bringing that up to say, does it matter who you fall in love with? No. But will you face opposition from people in the family? Yeah, you can. It's possible. And how do you handle that?
I mean, I guess again, from my experiences of seeing it firsthand, and even being in some of these weddings, DJing them and all that stuff, the family is just like, it's amazing because they see no color.
But you really feel that way.
You have to see color to
no.
You
have to see
color. You have to see color.
It. No, you do see the color, but from a whole nother level of mentality, it's like they see the color, they recognize what's going on, but at the end of the day, they realize that this is two people that love each other, and he takes care of my daughter, and and he takes care, and she takes care of my son, and it's just a whole nother level of love that just happened. It's actually, to me, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, it's a barrier crossing love, in a way where you're extending yourself in a way from a society standpoint to do something that may not necessarily be the norm. I get that. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, Can you really relate to my catfish and collard greens? Like I can relate to your quiche and omelets.
Now let me
you know
tell
what I
you.
mean?
Now let me tell you this one. This is gonna really flip you out. So my godfather is married to a southern white girl. When I tell you this woman can cook her entire white face off, I kid you not.
But she's from the South.
It don't matter.
Paula Dean.
She is like super dope with like the first time that he brought us over there to eat, she made like this whole soul food feast. And I really had to look at her and say, "Are you really white?" Because I mean, I had to.
Does she cook like that all the time, or did she do that because you were coming over?
All the time.
See how I have to ask that question?
No, that's her thing all the time.
But that's the question I gotta ask.
I understand, but that's her all the time. Like probably if I text him now and say, "Hey, what Mama J cooking?" She'd probably say she made the pot roast and this, like that's her all the time. That's
but is that
thing.
her all the time because she's now married to someone who likes that kind of food? She was just grew up southern.
She just grew up southern. Like she was making food like that for her.
Now
kids.
you know it's a whole bunch of slave owners that had Hattie and Ma J and them
taking care of
in their kitchen, not only feeding them soul food but breastfeeding them too.
But
so
hey,
put that out there.
Shout out to Mama J.
What's up, Mama J? Make me some greens.
I mean, her greens off the chain, and she always makes like this banana-less pudding for me because I don't like bananas in my banana pudding.
What? Okay,
I know.
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Did you catch all that?
No, I just don't want to catch it.
I need you to catch it.
No nana.
I need you to catch it.
I know somebody that makes no nana pudding. I don't think it has bananas in it. Maybe like a banana.
Right, like my banana puddings don't. Like the one she makes, she don't have the physical bananas in it. She has the pudding.
The pudding. That's
flavor.
My sister makes it like that.
Oh my God, it's off the chain.
Okay, I quit.
I know. That's just like peach cobbler without peaches.
I know. That's
people that do
just
that though.
Cobbler.
Yeah,
but it ain't. It's bread.
But it still had bread. It still has the peach flavor.
It's peach flavored bread. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this really crazy movie that I let Nycee watch some of it on the way here, and I should not be laughing because it kind of disturbs me. Low key,
it's very disturbing.
It's a disturbing film that Netflix has on its site. Now, I'm saying Netflix. That's the key word, ladies and gentlemen, because they also have a TV series that's supposed to come out. Netflix does called Dear White People. Anybody seen the movie Dear White People? Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody? Excellent film.
Where have you been?
Excellent film.
I really don't.
It kind of reminds me of School Days, or like it kind of gives you that feel. Not the music, but like the whole.
It's like School Days.
Yeah,
even the way it was
setting. It's really dope. Okay,
I gotta watch it.
And it's about Dear White People was about like addressing stereotypes that have been put on other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, put on other cultures outside of the white race. And they address it, and it's really good.
Right.
And most of the time, at the end of the story, pretty much it's a mirroring thing, like where you're looking at yourself. You know what I mean? Okay, so now they're coming out with this TV series, and Netflix subscribers had been protesting the TV series Dear White People because they felt that it would insinuate or ensue some sort of racial war, if you will, because now you're telling people what white people don't like about black folks.
You know what I mean? The racial war never ended in the first place.
But see, some people who don't see color think that it has not that has ended.
I mean, I ain't blind to that fact.
Right.
Okay, so now the other part of this particular subject matter we're going to talk about is that you have Dear White People that's catching all this Hades on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then Netflix allows this movie to be promoted on their site.
And I'm sorry, can we talk about how Dear White People was actually produced by a gay black man? Just before you get to where you're going, a gay black man whose partner is actually white. This is going with the cultural appropriate.
So the peel thing,
right?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So it's coming from both perspectives in essence,
right?
Okay. Versus Netflix promoting this particular movie, a short movie, 30 minutes long. It's on YouTube, it's on Vimeo and everything, called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen that, I advise you not to watch that movie while you're eating or have your kids in the room. This is a movie that you need to sit down and watch on your own.
It's just how long?
It's 30 minutes long. It's a short film.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so check it. I'm giving you the premise of it. It's an affluent black family, like a white suburbia type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the father is a writer.
Mm-hmm.
The son, we don't know what he does, but the son has spent his teenage years up into his adulthood raping his dad.
Yeah, that's kind of
And the mother's aware, and the mother ignores it. And so in the short film, we're watching how like psychologically manipulating his dad to have sex with him.
How old is the son?
The son is an adult, like grown.
That's crazy.
It's insinuated that the father may have kicked this off.
Sometimes I really wonder what goes through directors' minds when they come up.
This is written by a Jewish man, a Jewish white man, written and produced, and they have this. They have this movie on Netflix. There has been absolutely no controversy, no protest about this movie being on here. Watching, to me, a black man be emasculated by his son. I know that some people don't believe that word is a real word, but it's a real word. Okay, emasculated by his son. Okay, and nobody's saying anything. Nobody's talking about this movie at all. But all of a sudden, after this Dear White People controversy, I started seeing this on my Facebook stream. So it's almost being like it's like low key being promoted.
Well, you know, in this day and age, honestly, society and social media wants that perverted negative stuff happening all day long. That's just what it is. They want that. They want to see stuff outside of what's normal, because if it's not normal, then it's not captivating.
Right.
You know, so that's what I feel. So that's why they put ignorant stuff out there like that. But when they put stuff out that speaks the truth, it gets shut down.
Well, I want to go deep into this in the next episode, or maybe the one afterward, depending on what our schedule is for formatting. But we're going to wrap up. But I want to talk about the strange thing about the Johnsons from a point of black people not accepting sexual abuse in the household, from a point of the emasculation of a black male head of the household. I want to talk about all of that. So we're gonna have a whole segment on that.
And then the
next week
being like with psychology within our homes, like black people, you know, a lot of people don't want to go see therapists or just brush whatever's going on,
brush it under the rug,
their children underneath the rug. Exactly.
We need to talk about that. So Jason, I know we need to end it off on a crazy note, but thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me again.
I love you.
Can I come back?
You know I love you. You can come back whenever you want to. How many times you gonna ask me that? Just come.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, pause. Wait, what?
Okay, I ain't mean it like that. Okay. All right, Nycee, it's been real. I love you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tune in next week to the Frankie and Nycee radio show on intellectualradio.com. iHeartRadio will be back with our next guest.
Man.
Holla.
Later. What's up, y'all?
Oh my God. That was a lot of talking and a lot of laughter. Oh my God.
Baby, there's room in here. Just enough for two in here. Ain't nobody but you and me. Yeah. What can we do in here? What can we do? What can we do? I want you by my lonesome, above this kind of space. It's easier to hold some when no one's in the way. Well, if no one's in the running.